to lock in for this series.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a good one. Fun start today, though. Really enjoyed that Thieves versus Falcons match. Either way, though, welcome to Castle Monster and Scuff as we get ourselves into a dead and hard point to start off proceedings here. Well excited to see how our two teams stack up. Arguably part of the top four. Let's see who can shift some power rankings a little bit. Here we go in a P1.
And nice little battle as well off the rip. 0-4 going against Neptune. That like sort of mid lane control gonna be ever present. But opening salvo, easy peasy for Paris. They're just gonna get inside the hill first, and Neptune's gonna win that ever important battle. They're gonna have that extra edge.
And Neptune wins every important battle there. Nice 3 off the rip. Gonna get himself no more though, but his teammates do manage to get the time. Envoy and Co finding as much of it as they can. Next wave of attack is here in the form of a Boozer and Sim. They're not going to be able to do too much under the watchful eyes of Sim. What a danger he has been. And have I cursed him a little bit?
Well, you're gonna help out FaZe then in that regard. They have swarmed the map. I mean, they quite literally have every single lane covered. They are aggressive on the push-up as well. So, you know, final few seconds gonna go to Gentlemates for the P1, but it's a very small lead and a much better rotation for FaZe. You got Sim, well, loses the outside battle over towards the new time, and now Ghosty trying to pierce through the middle of the map, but as the trades roll through, keep in mind, FaZe, they got the closer side spawns.
Yeah, but for now, all good. Neb still dancing. He and Envoy finding fantastic work as well. Envoy and Neptune get their respective kills into time. We now go. Abu's on the outside. For the folks at home wondering, yeah, FaZe are the white arrows. Gentlemates will be in the pink. Envoy with Neb here still roaming time, finding as much as they possibly can. And a wonderful start here from the Paris Gentlemates. 4 in a row now for Envoy, 3 for Neb.
Yeah, considering FaZe had those closer side spawns, that was a 5-second gap before they get bodied and pushed all the way out. So as good as it gets, Envoy 5 spree to make it happen. And well, everybody is falling into Dan, Ghosty, and Sib's lap. Celebration time for them as they get to collect the final 20 seconds. And I mean, hey, that's as good as it gets. FaZe are winning their rotations, but that is all they're doing. Basically, everybody negative across the board for FaZe. Paris Gentlemates, they're just shooting hotter.
Shooting hot, looking good. Let's hear how they sound with a listen in.
Yo, he's fishing lockers. The lockers.
Lockers. In lockers. Go, I got reach too short. They spawned out. We got intercept time weak. We're all spawning dojo. He's gonna be outer dojo in a second. I have outer dojo. Nice. Sim's close right. I'm the coming out.
Close right. Close right, Danny. Close right. Nice.
Intent on the heady. Make a heady. Make a weak. Tap out. We can nade him. Make a weak. He's there.
Outer Chris.
Nading mid-cut. Yeah, everyone nade mid-cut. Got through Naden 10. Nading mid-cut, one shot, guys. Yo, on their heady. I got 10. I naded their 10.
Mid-cut could be pitching. I don't see him.
I'm looking for it. Definitely mid-cut side time, bro.
I don't see him.
In 10. I hit him once. Pinch weak. Pinch really weak. Sip absolute front dojo. Hey, I'm blocking them.
Last 2, hard block though. They're gonna spawn.
I'm seeing on mid for a second.
Jab Trevor, okay?
One dojo me.
Center
dojo push.
I have all mid.
I got a live. I'm going back petty.
I'll be cross.
Nothing mid. One could be front now. I'm just shouldering at that.
I'm playing drag on a cab across to the back.
Yeah.
They can go top. They can go top.
One in the back, weak.
Make a move.
I need it or for you. One outer roof trap. Outer roof. What's that? Keep off him.
Yeah.
Abuza first guy. Go in front of me. One shot Abuza. He's in broken. Going front. Front trap. I'm laying down outer. Are you done? Ate him outer.
Every server help.
Ate him outer though. Yeah, I stunned their push. I got over. Nothing stunned.
Great work out of FaZe Vegas there, pulling the score back. But is it going to be enough? Let's go for a listen in with the boys in pink.
One more on the back. I'm back one still.
He went to under market. Nice. One more peek.
I'm pitching left.
Yes, don't worry if you want.
Right there. Big time, bro. We have the first.
Go. I saw one
One HP because. Nice.
we can chill out. Backside broken.
Backside broken. Back at me, ready?
We'll see if he goes. Dead.
Alright, good job.
Nothing. I'm gonna push out right.
I'm gonna need
I'll team.
I do.
Trap on trap. Alright, that's it. Beat team. Okay,
alright,
that's it front. Alright, you by yourself, Josh.
I'll lay down front.
We
Guarantee one. Guarantee one front, Zach.
Go for yeah.
Let's kill that. Okay. I'll kill mold.
Yeah, Aaron. You by yourself, Josh.
I don't see him left.
It's not left on me. I don't see him.
One
I don't see him mold.
I'm getting one bang.
Oh, dead.
Outer.
Guys, it does not look easy playing the Paris Gentlemates.
No, not in the slightest, especially on P1. They're just getting bullied out. Abuza struggling so far in this game, but a nice sequence for FaZe. Fighting back here on this P2, and Draza the guy setting him up long term, so it's a clean break. 40 more seconds to collect, and everybody for Paris is spawning out.
And Dra is trying to get it all done here on the rooftops of the castle. He's not going to get any more life out of that life, and that's an Envoy and Neptune on the break now. Entry towards time, and Envoy just runs over Abuza. A closed line and a clean break. Paris Gentlemates with the time.
Yeah, I mean, they just can't breathe. Paris Gentlemen are just too quick and still going to have to battle for the time. The kill feed still having trades back and forth, and it's all 4 down in favor of Paris, and they're going to win the foot race towards the new time. What could have been a fantastic kill there for FaZe, well, the SMGs of Paris just run them over.
Unreal. Scoreline only getting worse, ladies and gentlemen. On board with Envoy, who's having himself a lovely map so far. Difficult player to deal with. Sid to mid, nothing there. Still hard point now in the hands of FaZe. They find a couple of kills. There's 4-man in the feed. On board with Ghosty. On the approach now in. There's a little bit of a line here, a Congo line, except for number 2. Neptune's going to be pinching through the middle of the map. And again, good coverage here from FaZe. They've once again, Chance, held this hard point together. And this is how they get back into the game with a kill like that from Abuza.
Oh, and yeah, Neptune nearly makes the miraculous play, but as you point out, the AR is now for FaZe. Nice little sequence to try to keep things honest, but it is just an endless battle, an onslaught here on this time. And this is the type of hard point where there's really never a single moment you can breathe, and there you go. 3 in the feed for Paris Gentlemen. It's FaZe consistently on the back foot. A decent hill for them. They've reduced the lead by just a touch, but you're still down by about 50 going towards that new time. And I mean, guys like Envoy in the minimap, he's taking the space. He's pushed up towards P2, and everybody else is just there for the back. So Paris Gentlemen, they've got everything they want covered for the entry.
Yeah, very similar to the first set, and this hard point was all Paris Gentlemen. FaZe Vegas now on the attack through the outside. Ghosting to be the man on the in. Here comes the first wave. Damage is fantastic. Swaps to the pistol for a little bit more, and Draza and Simp might have themselves hard point. They don't have a huge amount of space. No trophies either. And here comes the next wave of mates. They are in. It is another break.
Yeah, and that's a good example as well as the value of Envoy. He gets so far pushed out P2, even though he doesn't win that first gunfight, he's back in the mix off spawn, and you're ready to go for a 4 versus 4. So you're able to stagger your deaths effectively. You've built yourself a 60-point lead, and for Paris, I mean, there's no signs of slowing down, no signs of stopping. Now the game's starting to get just a little bit easy for them. Another 5 spree for Envoy. They're looking to take their victory lap.
Yeah, oh yeah, man, they're pushing it far out. Vegas, back to P1 we go. Paris Gentlemen have definitely been more successful here. FaZe might be in there first, but can we get anything out of this? Nep, 4 spree, no, nearly. Great damage. FaZe are in, he's getting nothing but tags. His boys are here to help out. Envoy and Ghosty in the feed. Sim left alone, picked up, cleaned up. Envoy finds another. What an unbelievable map he has had. And that is P1, firmly in the hands of Paris Gentlemen.
Yeah, and they're bullying them out on this hill. That was the first time FaZe had that mid-cut, and Envoy just comes soaring in with the Dravik, shreds that guy, shreds the next 2. And I mean, any opportunity FaZe wanted to get back into this game, they're just, I mean, this is such an uphill battle.
But yeah, Dennis really been good for the mates. Good work here out of Neptune. 24 and 17. Could be the final moments of this hard point. Can we hold on to all of it? Ghosty and Co. just cleaning house. One last hit now from FaZe. The white arrows on your minimap, flying in towards time. A nice bit of a contest. Is it enough to get us towards another hard point? It could well be. And the final hit has paid off. Staying alive for a few seconds more. Not the ideal position to be in for a P2. And the Paris Gentlemen move in for the win.
Yep, and once again, Envoy already pushed up in a credit, and it's the perfect time to use it. 0-4 checks it, but doesn't matter. He gives you 2, and outside of a miracle from Draza, that is just going to be their game. Ghosty holding off the final few at 247, but it is an onslaught, and it's an onslaught to stat pad for Dan Ghosty. GG. Go next.
Sim had to nade him there. Ghosty, what a 3 to close it out. Envoy, master of the corners here on Den. Bunch of foxes over there on the general mates. They put FaZe to task. And it was very clear who the predator and the prey was in that matchup. Good golly. Paris general mates take the first. FaZe Vegas bounce back in the search and destroy? Question mark?
Well, that's a big question mark you're going to have because obviously Paris gentlemen have not lost a single step, nor do we expect them to. But that's a clean game across the board. Like getting to listen in, fantastic communication in the stats department. Everybody there to contribute. Dan Ghosty, another fantastic game. Neptune, quite literally from start to finish, did his thing. I mean, that is double-digit assists on every single player on Paris and FaZe Vegas. Not even remotely close in that category. I mean, maybe it is just literally the teamwork of Paris right now that is setting them apart.
Absolutely, absolutely. We've got a lot of love for the individual prowess of those players, but I mean, this has been the name of the game for the first weekend. Teamwork. These boys are living awake, living their dreams indeed. Ghosty, man, he's a very, very tough customer on that inside hardpoint. We've seen the Dravik come out, 4 Draviks there for the Paris Cinemates on that time. Same for a lot of these hills here on Den. They're so close quarters, outside of P1 being a real open space and the bottom side of the map as well. It's not, I'm not seeing that many M15s chancing the feed. I'm seeing a lot of Dravik.
Yeah, I mean, hey, when you pull it out for the Dravik, you're going to get that highlight reel play. I feel like Dan Ghosty has been collecting them, but it's not just the highlights. It's not just the strength of the individual talent. Again, I think the listening from Paris Gentlemen was fantastic. Like, in my mind, Sib is not the best communicator we have in the league, but he was the main driver in the listening of, like, you're having a conversation. Droz is there in the mid-cut, have to figure it out. Sib's the one that does the calculus, be like, I haven't seen him in 5 seconds. You need to turn and watch the pinch, and he's the guy that's heads up in the moment. And if he's the guy that's heads up in the comms, that means you have 0 weaknesses on this roster. So the construction's going to be a fantastic thing, as were the P1s. I mean, I don't think it's a hill that's necessarily that easy to set yourself apart, but they outscore FaZe every single time. Plus 14 off the rip. The second go around, they get them by an extra 25. And then the final go around, well, they run them up by an extra 15. So chipping away on a mixy hill, setting yourself up on the rotations as well. I mean, Paris gentlemen, their game mode is clean across the board.
Absolutely delightful stuff. Scar S&D coming up now, and an overload exposure. See how that goes. Yeah, to say that Sib is not the best communicator in the league, to not say that he's the far from the worst as well, because you're not wrong, mate. That was a very, very good lesson and a wonderful indication of how those players have improved and how quickly they've gelled together in what feels like a very, very short space of time. GG's to the Gentlemates, map number 1. Relatively easy going for them. Phase zone, let's see how the S&D looks. Gentlemates, it's pretty good. It's good. If you're betting folks, I think it's a very safe, sound move to put it all in here on the Gentlemates. I know that the desk is going all in on the win here for them. We'll see what FaZe can bring. Because again, FaZe have always been, you know, the combination of Simdraz and whoever at this point in time. They're not necessarily an early game or an early season team. They figure it out. They get their map pool deep. They get those, you know, reps under their belt, and then they become a very, very difficult team to take on with no weaknesses. At the start of a season, though, they're very much in learning mode. The Paris Gentlemates, they are outskilling, they are outthinking, and they are out-preparing everyone they have come across so far, pre-season tournaments included. I'm excited to see the heights of the Paris Gentlemates, though, but again, chance to quote Rambo Ray, losing is learning, and winning is teaching, and right now the mates are teaching the league how to get it done. We'll see if that pays off in a couple of weeks' time, but for now, it's looking great.
Well, on an education front, you know, it's only an education if you can replicate it, right? Neptune's gameplay is not an easy thing to try to mimic. And if you do, most people are going to end up failing. You know, we're going in at S&D. We're always talking about the snipers this year. The way that Sib snipes, I mean, it seems incredibly unique compared to the rest of the league. So he might be teaching in that capacity, but that's just learning what you're going to have to counter in VOD. You know, if Abuz is going to be the sniper, I don't think he's going to be walking it down in the same way that Sib is going to try to pull off. Granted, only the 2-life thing we're working for here in the CDL this year, but as much as they've been teaching, we haven't seen a counter just yet.
Well, one of the halves of our problem to deal with here, Abuza, man who brings the big rifle to play first. Not going to see Ghosty through that lovely thick black smoke coming out of the mech, but 04 sees more than enough shadow here to make this fight happen. No stun connection, no nothing here. Envoy backs up. Coverage here from Boozer through the middle of the map, potentially. Draz is there to cover. Oh, but he walks right to Sib, unfortunately. And now through smoke, we're finding a few more. Abuza tackles one of Sib's 2 lives. They're in the sniper game and a man advantage to the mates.
I mean, this is a game of hide and seek. Neptune is actually through for free. He never found 04 in the smoke, and I said for free, Abuza ends up getting the perfect COD timing, but not before Neptune gives you something extra. So a potential clutch opportunity here for Dan Ghosty. It's only a 1v2.
No, he's made the right moves. Bomb plant potentially now one. We should surely see that go down. There we have. But Ghosty, will he check this quickly? Just the tip of the thigh, not enough to really get the kill. And great work from 04 to pick up that M15 and get involved. Bomb planted. No hope there for the defuse. FaZe with a nice opener. And again, early life loss there for Sib in the snipe world.
Well, I mean, an example of the counter snipe, right? So this is why the 2-life thing is going to be so important, because Sib still finds that entry kill after they figured out where Sib was playing from. Then Abuza can go for the counter snipe. So lucky for Abuza, after he gets the bomb plant, never got finished off. Maybe long term can have a higher impact with the sniper. Sib definitely going to have to be much more careful about when he wants to pull it out now.
We're not going to be keeping these gentlemen's agreements in rank play, are we? I mean, you could be looking at 4 snipes a game. It's just
I'm sniping 11 rounds. I'm all year. Doesn't matter the situation. If we're down 5-0, I don't care. I haven't sniped in years. I'm doing everything I can.
I saw you on World War II, brother. I saw you on World War II. It was special stuff.
I will cost my team endlessly.
I'm looking forward to it. Round 2 will be with us in about 3.5 minutes. So if you want to get cozy, chat, get yourself a bev. We're almost ready to party. Oh, what do you know? Time dilation on the planet I live on. Envoy with a bomb in hand, we're going to see a little bit of a hit towards A. As is tradition here on Scar, plenty of that.
Oh, this is timing. Sorry, I was going to say, I thought they were going to take the timing for number 2, Neptune. The nades they had backed him down just to mess with off the rip. So Neptune was able to take some space, but he actually had the timing. He could have ran straight through. It would have been a nutty play, but either way, he's in a good position.
Sibs brought the snipe to the low side of the A bomb site. No kills just yet. Neptune's now trying to bake some action out here through the middle of the map. Catches draws on the transition. That certainly helps. A 3v2 makes her up.
Oh, and they're going quick as well. This is a fast wrap over towards B. FaZe, how quickly can they respond to this pressure? Simp is beginning to push through, and now Abuza. What's the decision? Wrap back, watch the cross, go help your teammate. Well, Abuza's staying put over towards the A site, and Simp might have a time battle with Sib up top.
Yeah, the timing is great. The technique to use the jump check there to make sure no one's in that tight corner watching him was great as well. Sib, he's not going to check that position, so Sim's going to be able to get in. The pinch is here, but Sib is still upstairs, and what a position this could be. Sim making his way forward. It's now all down to the Phenom. The turn for Sim. Can he catch another one here? Shots are in from the behind, and oh dear. The dance is on. That red dot is now on the mini-map. Last man. And it's an easy read and an easy bit of work there for the pistol for Sib, who stays alive and gives the gentleman's the round.
And the B attacks on this map for the offensive squad, I think, is where the skill gap is really going to develop on this map. When Thieves played it just the other day, you're going A 90% of the time, you're setting that tone, and it was the final round of the map. They go for an all-out B hit. Perfect call. Gentlemaids do something similar here. They get the first couple bloods, but they have to be instant on that call to go and attack the B site. And when you get there, nobody's home. So, Sim maybe with some timing could have done something special, but without the intel on the map, you just get the man advantage and a bomb down over towards B. I think nearly every round with the bomb plant over there has been successful.
Not an easy site to retake with that wide open space between the train or the trench, or the plane of the trench rather. Opening here from 04 takes care of that. He's the bomb carrier as well. That could have been an awkward moment. Heavy stack here towards A for the Gentlemates. Draz looking forward to getting himself on the board, but Neptune always gets away with his life.
And site is open. I mean, that's a lot of players responding to the pressure that Simp is putting on the map. So FaZe a small window of opportunity. In the meantime, Neptune has loved himself that shop. Flank opportunity is always going to be here. Simp, his awareness might be at level 99, but an aggressive angle, if he gets spotted, Neptune is going to zoom in for the kill.
Oh, he's not spotted the man in the middle of the map either. Sib. Paparazzi, no photos, please. Oh, and it's a bit of teamwork there from Neptune. He dives in, finds one, hit from upstairs now. The wall hops, Ghosty's on the trade. He can't live for much longer. And the Gentlemates, a little bit of friendly fire thrown in the mix there, take the round 2-1.
And this is a situation where I think Gentleman's able to just play with a little bit more confidence. FaZe doing good things on the minimap, creating opportunities to set themselves up, but maybe not quite as confident to sort of jump on these opportunities and seize them as quickly as possible. Bears right now just moving with a little bit more motion, and to acknowledge the aggressiveness of Sib's sniper. Instead of playing up like top green or some power position, he's waltzing through the middle of the map and squaring up with Sim to make sure you get those types of kills. So it's a very unique play style, tricky to play against.
Yeah, bear in mind the position he's in. I mean, he's exposed to all of this concrete wall, all of the top side of that blue barn. There is a lot to worry about. No fear for Sib. This is his last sniper life as well, so if he falls here in this round, we won't see any more of it. Early on here on our game of Scar. A bomb, mates are on.
You see two players on the pinch. You go towards A as quickly as you possibly can. Abuza swinging a miss. Neptune with the first blood. At least he gets traded out for the 3v3, but because the two players are on the pinch, they know you get the bomb down for free. We get a pure 3v3.
Yeah, 3v3, and it looks like a war one front now for FaZe. They make their way to now through the top set of stairs. As Abuza going to join them. Sib not in a position to really contribute just yet. Envoy's going to be the man to catch at least one out here, but sneaky down goes the red and dealt with. Sim strikes first. No good there for Sib. Sniper now out of the equation for the mates, and Envoy slashed down as well. FaZe with a clean and decisive retake.
That's a huge retake as well. A massive round. That is no more sniper from Sib for the rest of the map. He's going to have to lock in with the M15, so you take care of that weapon early. And Abuza, I mean, I think he's still free and clear. FaZe have all the strats in the world they can play with.
Yeah, so it keeps their game very fresh now. They don't have to worry about the snipe. But now you have to worry about Sib with an M15, still just as dangerous, but he's going to be now a lot more mobile, a lot more free to roam. We'll see if that improves the mate's chances. Azo, great retake. Everything working out. That top side of motel, expect a player to be prone there 9 times out of 10. Power position, able to hop up, get shots in, damage on players. You know, the pre-aims and the centering of our pro players at this level is nearly a guarantee. So a heads up moment there from Sim to take care of that position. Next round is on. Abuza still with the big gun.
And you see off the rip as well, they're having to dodge all those nades. So always messing with the timings off the brakes. Double pinch rolling through though. 0-4. Got a spot 2. And Sib just chows it, opens up potentially the pinch. In the meantime, drops to the middle map, gets the first blood, and he gets out. That's huge.
Ghosty, look at this little angle. He's going to sweep a little further left. Hello, Daniel. Abuza didn't catch him in the peripheral vision. He's too locked. Man's way too locked. As the Belgian baddie, he can't do much more from here. Sib on an absolute rampage. Wow. Abuza's eyes poked clean out on 0-4, completely alone. Sib, what a round. Alongside Neptune, 2 kills apiece. The mates run FaZe over.
I just eviscerated as well. I mean, that's a 3v4 where, again, in terms of ability to play with confidence, I feel like Paris Gentlemen just have a little bit more. They are never fearful about flying in for the chows, going for the pinches, making some type of aggressive play. Paris is going to make you work for it every single round.
And we wondered how effective Sim would be without snipe. The answer is extremely. He's having a nice look in Black Ops 7 so far. Some games treat other players right. And so far, so good. It's only a round advantage, but Sib's 5-1. We'll keep running with it. A bomb right now for the mates. Sim managing to catch our Envoy. The nades trade done. And it looks like a fast plant potential here. 0-4. Spotted out. Ton of damage. Managing to escape through the smoke.
And committing to the plan too, but those 3 players right now for Gentlemates are trapped on the site.
A big wrap here from 0-4 as well. Might run into Sib in a second. The timing could be great, could be bad. Bruce's last chance here with a snipe. Oh, works from Sib, and it works out. He tracks 0-4 down, and now he is behind. Oh, like ships in the night. They've passed each other. They have to clear it out. 20 seconds to go.
This is so much time invested just for him. You're able to get him, but a 1v2, you can clutch this. Only 15 seconds. Neptune just has to worry about the bomb.
He's been spotted. I know exactly where he is. Here comes the hit from behind, and that is it. Tied up with a second to spare. Goodness gracious, FaZe. They handed in their homework at the last possible second. Fantastic work again on the retakes.
And Booza able to stay alive with the snipe as well, or at least hasn't burned those lives just yet. So still continuously they will have that back pocket idea. And great there for the 3v3. He finds the opening pick there and gives you the man advantage. And we're going to take a second look. Glass is working this time. Ghosty, he didn't pull off the La Fantôme.
La Fantôme. Nice working in with a pistol there on a Sib. Quick swap immediately to the M15. A very, very good idea in 99% of situations. Or a drop it. Just a quick cross there through shop. Nobody to be found. And again, quite an open position. Sim managing to connect there. To the perfect corner. Nearly impossible to deal with. There's 04. 5 HP. What an escape from that man. No good in the middle of the map. Draza, though, managing to catch the first. And Abuza licks his wounds and lives to fight another day.
Still, though, if you take this bomb to A, I think that corner the Neptune's in, I mean, Simp's the guy with the bomb, so that's a dangerous moment to try to make moves there. And if they're wrapping out, well, Envoy is also lying in wait. So a 3v4, but they have both sides covered, and timing pays off for Envoy.
Unbelievable. Ghosty wins another one on 04, so a 2v2. As true as it could possibly be. Now down to Ghosty. I take it back. It's as fast as that became a 2v2. Now it's on. Le Fantôme on the rotation. Abuza and Simp now in prime position to hold this together.
Plenty of time. Ghosty v Simp.
A matter of time. Simp with the high ground. Timing. Absolutely sensational. I mean, how did he know? He didn't go left, right, left, right. It was a left. No, left. Perfect work. Good comms. Wonderful intuition. And a great, great round. What an attempt, though, from Ghosty.
Yeah, an 8 and 4 from Simp as well, so his instincts deliver him to a double positive KD for the moment. Keeping his team in the mix, and now FaZe having an intense conversation, figuring out what they want to do in this round, see how deep into their bag of tricks they can go. And on the flip side, Envoy chatting it up. I think Sib has also been noted as being a playmaker in S&D, or like willing to make the calls for the team. It'll be Ghosty carrying the bomb, which means Envoy gets to be a little bit looser, a little bit more free. Ooh. And they're playing patient, and in the meantime, Simp is capitalizing 9 and 4 on a 4 spree.
Big pimping moments now from Sim, 4 spree, and full control of that bomb site. A quick recovery now needed from the Gentlemen to get back over there and grab that. And also they're sort of teetering on who will be the one to grab it. Envoy now, bomb in hand, a minute to play. Bear in mind, Sib has made himself over to the tree position by B. He's got that defilade cover to work with. Will Draz check it? He lost his life in that exact same position last round.
Well, just no reason for them to move forward. Abuza should not push into this, and he does. He's going to check it. Yeah, look at that. Glasses are there for the X-ray vision.
He made up amends and some. Draz there on the pickup. Last man, Envoy down. Map point, FaZe, Vegas.
I mean, what a way to just sort of dagger somebody off the rip, right? Sim just hyper aggressive through A on the defensive end and finding some, like, you know, very awkward angle to kill the guy that's top blue. Just to start the round off that painfully. I mean, what do you do on the attack after that?
It does feel like
confident is. What's up?
It just feels like I've got nothing to do now. My whole opening strat is red. I've got to now completely rethink this, and that's going to mess us up. And now we're down to our last possible life in this search and destroy. No more mistakes for the Gentlemates. We got ourselves a series.
It might be finally time for a B hit. Neptune aggressive over towards the helicopter. Gentlemen have already taken control of store as well. 04's got the intel, and nice shots through the wall. And that's enough to get the kill. There you go. Draza gets set up towards the middle of the map. He does get traded out. We had a 3 versus 3. And still a default setup on the offensive side of things. No craziness just yet.
Before still running sharp. This time he's not getting smashed through the walls. He's managing to actually deal damage to the players on the inside. And Sim, a sneaky attack through the front and a double smoke as 04 once again gets away with it. Allows Sim to now reposition. Can he catch Ghosty out? Sure can. Last man left alive, Sib. And now in a world of hurt on the strategic retreat, but he may be able to catch a soul out or two here. Sim, the number 1. Next man in. 04. He and Abuza, shoulder to shoulder now, pairing together. Oh my God. Oh, baby, he made an effort for it. FaZe Vegas tie us up in the search.
Beautiful stuff. You're looking at this team to be one of the best, if not the best, search squad in the game. And it was a battle early on, but I mean, honestly, low-key, dealing with the sniper that early. They got it out of Sib's hand by round 3 or round 4, and then you just don't even have to think about it anymore, and you get to calculate. Maybe those little strats of like Simp flying out towards the A side on the defensive end, you're not worried about a sniper. You can go for those aggressive chows. And either way, it pays off for a nice little 10K there from Simp. Single first blood for him. Draza gets credit for 3. Obviously, a well-grouped up effort. Abuza, outside of not seeing Ghosty that one time, had a fantastic game.
Yeah, the eyes were great. They were switched on. My boys got the peepers. Disgusting work again. Big pimping. 10 and 5, 1500 damage. Beautiful stuff there. 6-3 final scores. So we get back to our maps and modes, and exposure overload coming up next. And of course, so far, if you are a diligent Call of Duty League fan, you now know, or if you've been watching the show at the very least since today, FaZe Vegas, they have had themselves an exciting time on exposure overload. A lot of time in the lab alongside the Thieves in a very dramatic finish. We get to see another one of those now, and just the way the respawn shaped up, it's a bit of love there for the mates. But what we've seen out of FaZe, they know what's going on exposure chance.
Yeah, how long do you spend talking about the overtime strats that you're going to be cooking up, right? That's at least an hour-long conversation. Make sure everybody's heads up, ready to go. So hopefully we'll get deja vu all over again, lightning strikes twice, and get the similar set of circumstances. Or maybe Gentlemates will just continue the respawn dominance. That remains to be seen.
Hey, anything can happen. What do you guys think, Des? It's going to be an absolute banger.
We're going to game 5.
at
It's
it.
the first thing that Ant said to me. Round 8, you saw Simp go on a 5 spree, and we thought, okay, there's a little bit of life in this FaZe Vegas squad. But are they there on respawns? Because they lost the hard point by 100.
Yeah, the first hard point was bad. I mean, I was looking back. I'm like, what rotation did they really cleanly win throughout the whole time? It was really only P2.
Sorry. We're going to start here with the searches. We'll get into hard point. But who popped off here other than Simp? Was it just this man, Chris Lair?
I think just the team as a whole, some of the adjustments they made was awesome.
Yes.
I mean, you saw like early on offensively, like the decision was like, okay, 0-4, you carry the bomb. We're going to go over and like maybe slow play towards A. Well, you need to get some mid-map control. Later on, we saw, namely in the final round, it's like 0-4 is going to make plays through Delhi. Like, let's get a smoke down. Let's draw their attention away so we can take a bit of space. We saw some awesome retakes defensively as well, like giving up the bomb plant and then taking your time off, flying in and giving yourself an advantage. So, yeah, FaZe Vegas, search and destroy. It's kind of what we predicted, like coming in. Like, this should be a team that is, its base is search.
Ali, you heard Chance giving flowers to FaZe Vegas for dealing with the sniper rifle, but Sim started off 5-1. Is it really going to be just when they have a sniper that the Gentlemates are dangerous on attack?
No, I wouldn't say just when he has a sniper out there dangerous on attack. So we saw a few rounds. Sid was like, all right, you don't want me to have a sniper anymore. I'll get a couple kills with this AR. If anything, it's just more flowers towards the side of Vegas FaZe. Once 04 started to get more comfortable taking some lane and some space in mid, it just felt like for the rest of his team, some pressure fell off. You saw Sip get aggressive in that top side. But going back to the hard point, it just hasn't been great for Vegas. I mean, to be honest, Gentlemates hardpoint looks like it's been their strongest mode thus far. And as Ann touched on, they just had no map control. There was maybe one time they had early rotations on the side of Vegas FaZe, and they just weren't able to close literally anything out. And for me, it was on it, and it was on Envoy. It felt like right off the start of this hardpoint, he was balling. And if Envoy's starting off like that, we already know what the other 3 are going to do.
Yeah, you put yourselves in a hole, like 6-point hole, and you're playing that catch up the entire map.
Yeah.
And, you know, they had a couple positions where it's like, okay, maybe we can get a break here. It's like a P4 where, you know, they had a pinch going in, get ready to break, and then what happens is the first guy dies, and then you spawn all the way out, and now you're man down in that situation, right? So, yeah, FaZe Vegas, like, the idea is there. Like, it's just the execution, not quite up to par on the level of Gentlemates just yet.
I just feel like the way they approached this hardpoint was a little interesting. You saw it in that P2 where FaZe Vegas was trying to lock down, like, all lanes individually, where on the side of Paris Gentlemates, they love to push that front with multiple people. They're going to play that trade out in close corners. So when you lose all those initial fights, suddenly you're flipped down, and suddenly you're down 60 points like Ant talked about, and it is so hard to call your way back in.
I highlighted the ARs when we were talking about it. It's like Abuza starting 4-11, Draza not having the greatest game one as well. Like, the respawns, to me, that's the story.
They need more damage.
They need to be playing up to par, yes.
ARs have their work cut out for them. Over on the other side, though, we talk about how do you build a team? Well, you grab a duo from a previous squad. It seems to be working. It's your scuff play of the game, and we saw it already between Ghosty and Envoy. Let's listen in.
couch.
Inner.
Last side,
Outer, last guy. Outer.
He's hit once outer.
Nice.
Let's spawn the back. Let's spawn the back.
In the back. We're flooding front.
Couch already. Three couch. I got two. I'm back to it. Oh my god. Back there has to be. Damn, bro, these guys are terrible. Oh my god, you guys are gross. I thought I was Brian. I have a 2.0.
Times when you're on the final hill and they're just throwing their lives at you, you're just farming.
Yeah.
Like, these guys are ass.
Dan is so funny, bro. Every time I feel like we get a clip of him picking up the sub, he just does something insane like that. He just slammed 3 guys and it was like, this gun feels kind of nice.
It's always like that with the opposite gun.
Vibes were high at the end of game 1, but then it was Vegas' turn. We are now knotted up 1-1. And before we get to game number 3, a reminder, you can look like the pros right now. The 2026 League Pack is available. Grab the CDL operator by scanning the QR code on screen or check it out in the Call of Duty store in-game right now. It comes with all those goodies on the right side of your screen. And boy, I gotta say, the skins look decent right now. They're only gonna get better when the teams drop on December 16th. As we get back into this one, it's 1-1. Anyone want to flip over to the Vegas side?
Nope.
Silence.
Locked in, gentlemen.
We had a crickets play button. Where's
Nothing.
Miles and his soundboard?
I think we're all still riding with Paris. We send it back over to the casters. Miles and Chance.
I really, really hope FaZe Vegas win now.
Bias casters. Wow, the truth comes out. It's always been like this. I've had to keep it a secret for so long, but Miles, I'm willing to. FaZe fan.
I'm willing to run this one. You know, we've never done this on an actual league match before. We've never gone full bias in a single game with this. I'm tempted. I'm not going to lie. I'm tempted. I'm also not looking forward to this after. Not a 1-1.
Maybe. We can go biased for whatever team goes down 2-1, and then we'll root for the game 5. We'll be that kind of biased.
This might be it. Here we go, folks. Paris Gentlemen's FaZe Vegas Exposure, and we are playing Overload, middle of the map. That's where you see the EMP. And a lovely bit of work now so far from the boys of FaZe. They're going to get those kills. Scarface!
It's the best team in the game with the best opening. Okay.
Bang! Damn, that's a big set of kills. The Paris Gentlemen's lovely work. They've managed to now, so the front man is going to be Ghosty. You don't want the first guy to grab it. You want him to be the sort of second or third there on the pickup. But now they're fighting for kills, but no one with the EMP just yet. They've burnt a bit of too much time, and now FaZe are right back in the middle of the map for the quick contest. No grabs. Wow. Sets a kill zone once again. Paris Gentlemen's coming out on top, back to back. It happens, man. Let's go,
we've had more deaths of people falling off the map this year than I think every other game, like, combined. Like, already, I think we've seen like 6 or 7 in the CDL. That's the second one today. It's been tough, man.
Now, wall jump assist will get you killed. If you've got it on, at one point, it's definitely going to get you killed. The first time it happened to me, turned it off straight away. Great shots from Sib. Not enough for the kill. Now we have got a run. Neptune's going to be upstairs. It's gone. Wiped out. An opportunity for a capture here. Abuza, the point man. Sim running it home. Nades over the top. No good. FaZe take the lead.
I mean, this is also an opportunity to chain it up if you're able to get these kills. Sim gives you the extra one. He's got plenty of teamwork here. And this is spawn trap central. I mean, Paris Gentlemen, it's going to be tucked in the back, nowhere to go. 0-4, there for 2. And every single time you spawn, you panic. Where's Sim? Where's 0-4? Where did these guys go? And then you have to worry about that EMP device as well. Abuza going to be able to walk these straight in. And how quickly you get that extra score. I mean, that was maybe 10 kills in a row, it felt like, for FaZe.
Wait a minute, FaZe. We have got them on absolute lock. You've got them in an armbar right now. Paris Gentlemen's now to the bottom side of the map. They're not in a position so much to get this either. Abuza still living, dancing. He's got himself a little bit of 15, and Envoy goes for the Shoryuken and finds a double. Still pressure. Now Draz has to back on up. Still has himself the device. It's going to spawn on the top or the middle of the map now on the 3rd cap. Anybody home to stop this? In theory, yeah, but Draz is making them work.
I mean, where did that nade even come from? But credit to Envoy finally getting a 2-piece to alleviate that pressure and get them out of dodge. But this has been a slugfest. FaZe definitely have the extra edge.
Got the edge, and now a little bit of an advantage now for the mates on the fight forward. Let's go for a listening with FaZe and see how it's going.
One shot long. Yellow box. On the hop. They might go left.
One team in. One big left, guys.
Yeah, I heard.
Higher.
One team low.
They could be top. That would be.
Top B2 on me. Take. I want to take. Pull behind me. Well.
I'm getting out of the DB.
That's one on the right. That's
Neptune
one on
on
the
tank ready.
right.
Neptune tank.
I have you know. Inner army.
Two left.
Yeah, go. I'll defend. You good.
Let me through that. Hey, listen, that was the back window. Back window.
Take it down.
Well, they for one last though.
Yeah, it's probably flanking deep. Definitely flanking deep.
I'm right in the corner.
Yeah, not going right.
I have Zig. DB window.
I don't see anything.
One more.
Right.
Well, kill.
Hands on their portal weak.
Hey,
Yeah. Top. Anyway.
Keep
Keep coming left. Give me top. I'm a tank right now.
Hey, you want to shoot?
Coming outer.
Zig there.
Inner.
Yellow. Was he yellow as a mid?
They're deep. Dante, top. That's one.
Hey, say.
Nice. That's one and you're missing. Dan's gonna be there. I'll be in a second.
Meet on me. I did twice.
I have time.
You kill the guy now.
You saying tank.
Yeah, deep. One shot.
A lot of production here from FaZe Vegas in the kills department, but they are struggling to gain the ground over by the solar fields. That is another drop. EMP. Will it change hands? Chance final 45.
Couldn't get the extra kill there from Simp, and I think Draza might really be trying to break some ankles. Nonetheless, the bait and switch is set up towards the middle of the map to get that entry kill, but you got to push another wave before you can get the score.
This is looking like a good hit. Can we get the kills? Draza's on there. Man on the pinch as well. Neptune could go huge. Front line's open. Somebody pick it up and get it in there. Over to Abuza on the slide, and it's 3-0. 20 seconds to go in the first half, and it is not looking good for the mates.
And Neptune found a brand new way to fall off the map, apparently on the top side, so he burned a little bit too much. 15 seconds, though, gentlemen. You would love to pick up this EMP device and find a last-second score. Bottom side of the minimap's going to be open. They got 2 lead blockers, a couple trades rolling through, but 0-4 might just call it, and 0-4 does indeed. And if anyone scores now, it'll be FaZe.
He's hooping. Oh, they're running it towards B. Can we get a fourth? Can we prematurely end the half on the whistle? 20 seconds to send it. Envoy, big damage. Sim getting away with his life. Waiting for the boys. 15 seconds to go. Here's a booze on a pinch. Big work here from FaZe. Still alive and kicking. A goal now open. Sim over the top, done. And on the drop, halftime whistle blown. What a blowout from FaZe Vegas in the first.
And those are some emphatic fist bombs rolling through for the FaZe boys as well. They're getting hyped up about that one. 3 scores in 1 round, and they set up the chain as well. I feel like any chain you can get is extra diabolical, and obviously, this is not the map I would expect to be difficult to stay on top of. But that is 2 pairs players in a round, effectively suiciding. Unlucky.
Oosh. Great stuff. And looking across the highlights here, very, very well concerted effort there from FaZe. Abuza gets his second capture in there just before being brought down. A side swap. We'll see if that matters too much here. I don't feel like it does in exposure. Lovely opening nades now exchange, and this time round, FaZe with the advantage tackling mid-map. Gentlemates, see what they've got.
And FaZe, obviously, with that 3-score lead, they can play a much slower game if they elect. Post up, get the kills. Draza, unfortunately, gets a team kill, but he takes 1 extra to the grave. But there's the space pairs are looking for. So finally have control of the device and can begin to make moves of their own.
Here we go, onto the solar field. This is a dangerous territory to be in. Goal scoring opportunity now. Sim stops his first man. The second over the top. Perfect pre-aim, gets another one. The ball is still in play. It's still alive and kicking. The flank now taken care of. You're looking towards a maybe a goal capture. But Draz on the read through mid-map. Is he going to let that player through? Eyes on the indicator through middle. Not going to let anything crazy happen there. They know they've got Ghosty trapped.
This is an interesting moment, too, because Ghosty's doing the world tour. Simp, in the meantime, just gets behind enemy lines. That's a 5 spree for him. And now he gets to be the lead blocker. Every pair falls like dominoes, and the EMP device is following Simp.
How many can he get? Simp, first man in. Big work on a Ghosty. The second as well, nearly, but massive damage, allowing 04 to stay alive. Back on up. Try to recover now for FaZe. A little bit of coverage now. Careful, son. Towards the middle of the map, and Simp. This is an extra set of hands to help out with the heavy lifting right now. Hellstorm's going to stop any grab there of the device. Slow it down a little, buy some space. Wait for the boys of FaZe to make it out of spawn.
And this is the pinch of all pinches from Booza, but for the moment, he is just not in the picture. EMP device resets towards the middle of the map, and now Booza ends up getting the timing all well and good. Sib maybe wants to sneak this one out and does so. They're just leaving a Booza in the dust.
This is going to be a very difficult stop. Envoy's going to be the point man. Here comes the hop. Sib's in, and it's good. It is 3-1. Mates still with a position into control, but they have to worry about the next spawn. Top side of the map, and that's where FaZe will be first. They've got a man at the end. Abuza, lead blocker right now, trying to maintain control. Can't get any more kills. He's now down. Back over towards the drone spawn, and we're on it.
Well, there's the 2 kills from Neptune, so now Paris have the advantage. Another wide pinch rolling through from FaZe, but this is a dangerous game about the timing. 0-4, if you don't find the kills, it's going to be a problem because he's just so distant and not in the picture. You get the lead blocker, you pick up the device, and you go through for the score. It's the goal line effort, and they can't get it done. 0-4 in the nick of time, able to get it covered.
And Draz on the dive. He gets brought down. What an unbelievable save, and FaZe immediately bounce back. A quick drop, and across the map they now go. B gold wide open. It's looking like 4-1. Draza from one end to the other. Great overload.
Yeah, this is the map of inches right now, how close that could have been to 2 punishing mistakes maybe for FaZe being out of position, but ends up working out perfectly. Now the kill's going your way because Simp is just doing whatever he wants. Spawn traps getting set up on both sides of the map. Man's 24 and 16. He's got 0-4, 26 and 14. The SMGs for FaZe have kicked up indeed.
Oh, they've had the entire map control. They had the exact execution they wanted there, but they lose both the gunfights. Sim back through mid. Abuza finds 3, and they're all dead. They're all dead. Pick a goal, any goal, and send it, boys. Waiting for the intel. The front man Abuza once again finding kills. Over to the B goal we go. This could be number 6. Can Chris Lair put it away? Coverage from over the top. The stuns and nades are finished. Picked it up from Ghosty, and there is Sib. The last man 0-4 wins the fight, and little does he know, it's his goal. A quick hop, and that's the 6th.
Yeah, just get to run it up if you want at this point. I mean, they have just feasted. I mean, this is what, 56 combined kills from Simp and 0-4, and I mean, as you stated, they've more or less had map control and device control for what feels like 80% of this entire map, and I mean, talk about a way to capitalize off of it. Simp, another 2-piece, 0-4 once again. Like, this has just been fiendish in this overload.
40 seconds to go, and it is looking like a FaZe win. It is built to last out here on exposure. What a look. And at this point in time, with 30 seconds, the FaZe fans can breathe a sigh of relief. Their team has certainly come to play, and look at Simp go. Again, we cannot stress this enough, ranked play fans. Get your pistol right. Get your pistol right. It is a weapon in this game, and you're going to need it more than you know. Final 10 seconds, we're going to go for a cap. There will be no overtime at 6-1. And FaZe in full control. Unless Abuza, if he drops this and he gets picked up, that would have been overtime. But it looks like the towel thrown in. Paris Mates know there was no hope there. FaZe feeling great after that one. They take the lead in the series.
Yeah, feeling a lot of emotion after a 6-1 victory like that. Paris Mates look a little bit stun-locked. And I mean, big advantage in the series now. Even if you imagine that the Gentlemates have an advantage in the hard point, I mean, you still got to go to that game 5 where FaZe may be reliant on their S&D gameplay. Either way, the opportunity is theirs. They could pull off this upset, staring down the barrel of a 3-1. I mean, that's just electric stuff as well, because that's 0-4 getting the gun nice and warm. What was that, 61 and 38 combined from the SMG duo of FaZe Vegas. Just out there having fun.
I love how the ARs have both got A at the end of their name. That's so bizarre. That's even more unusual. What a strange thing. 6-1, another devastating performance on Overload here in the Call of Duty League. 10 minutes as well. Technically one of the longer ones we've had. That is a fantastic look. Well, highlights here, folks. A lot of love here for the FaZe boys. Paris Gentlemates not able to get too much going. Magnificent work on that top right B zone defensively in the second half by FaZe. Draza, unbelievable save. And moments like this from Simp off of spawn, that's what you want, man. I mean, not only are those big kills, but that was also a streak.
This is where Neptune dies off the map, yeah. Awkward timing. It was a good try, but I mean, just really never a moment for Paris to breathe the entire map. It didn't feel like. You were busy getting spawn trapped on the first half for a solid 2 minutes where you're spawning up and already having an L trigger. I mean, that is just a diabolical situation. And then you're thinking, swap halves, maybe things are going to go well. It was a battle off the opening break, but the second phase got control. I mean, they quite literally never looked back. I mean, that's just an entirely overwhelming experience. But for Paris, shake it off. You're ready for map 4. Their hard point has been incredibly clean, but certainly a difficult map 3 to swallow.
I think it's a tough one, yeah. I mean, FaZe, having possession, you're forcing the general mates to respond and have to react to every single little move you make. I mean, great work out of FaZe. When they got their captures, they were in position for the next ones. The rallies were good. Their top side of the map control was great when they needed it. But again, when it comes to that third spawn on the third point, you get yourself towards the bottom side of the map. You grab drone, or grab the EMP, sorry. One day I'll stop calling it a drone chance. You grab
Drone's
EMP,
insane. That one doesn't even make sense to me.
I know it doesn't. It was called in BO3. I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm an OG. I can't help it. I can't help it. But once they have control, once they have possession, you're forcing the other team to have to bend to your will and have to play around it. So huge work, man. FaZe looking real good. What can I say? We might be going all the way. Oh, I bet the desk is sweating just a little bit now, and it's not because the heat's up. It ain't because the heat's up. It's because we're going to another hard point, and FaZe starting to get hot. Hey, I'm just saying, general mates, great team. It's going to be a good series. We could be looking at 5.
You're the #1 fan, Miles. You're getting all excited over there. I see you. You're waiting for that 3-1 win. Change the narrative on the FaZe, guys. We watched one series at the very start of the year, and now everyone's FaZe stocks just tank, completely fall away. But look at him now. It's day 3.
I'm bought in the dip. What can I say? I bought in the dip. What can I say? What can I say, ladies and gentlemen?
Except you're welcome. No, a stat I'm very interested to see, and I suppose we won't have the good intel maybe on this until like Major 1, and then it's going to radically shift by the end of the year. But like the largest deficit in Overload, like made up from. Because you are right. If you get that like 4-0 lead at half, you can just like, if you're able to gain possession of the device, you can play whatever pace you want. You can slow it down, wait for the opportunities, and just take such like a large amount of control. At a certain point, the lead's going to be insurmountable, obviously just by the timing of it, if there's less like than a minute on the game clock. But even coming back down after a half, like by 3 or 4, is seemingly it's gonna be very difficult. It also might be a map dependent thing. We've yet to see a single Scar overload, but it'll be fun to look at by the end of the year.
You can.
I'm thinking 5. I'm thinking 5.
Okay, cool. No, I like that. You can also, I mean, if you get a good lead in the first half, you can, and I quote, park the bus. It's not an attractive strategy. Turtle, if you will. Play defensive. Grab the actual EMP device and hog it in your spawn. Yeah, I mean, there's options, man. Beautiful, beautiful game mode to play. Exciting year ahead of us. Into the fray we go, though, once again. Paris Mates now playing for their life in this match here in this hard point. And so far, nice set of kills, but FaZe with a point.
Well, the gunfights on this map are the exact same, except for the brand new P4. And so FaZe picking up exactly where they left off. Draws inside of time. Juking out the spots as well. Ghosty looking for some kills. And when he gets it, he gets them all. That is a clean 4 down. And big moment of opportunity there from Paris. Reading the spawns. Everybody's got everything covered. If you get a 4 down at this level, you expect good things to happen.
Yeah, delightful. Again, this is one of the maps where wall jumping absolutely looks lovely. Big 3 out net here. He's still schmoving. He's schmoving. As the Paris general mates, oh, they are battling through the middle of the map. Technically, they don't have the lead, but they have the new hard point. Let's go for a listen in.
Who's that? I'm just living there. Said one on me.
Middle,
Zip on me.
Beacon on our side.
Okay, one's on the B control point.
Beacon as well. He could pick. I'll pick it up.
Outer side. I send him one top. One top. The top and the long. Hearts the top. I can't be one more long. Yo, long. Go for it. Hit once there.
Last guy.
One shot.
I dropped it.
You went our side. Wow, free-fired me.
They're outer. 2 outer.
Beacon still.
Send him. Both on point. All 3 there.
I swung behind him.
Yeah, all 3 there. One beacon, 2 point.
I'm waiting for you on the outer. 1 sec.
Outer solar. Nice. Flip behind you. First guy.
Turn.
I'm gonna say push up. I'm
getting in. Could be loaded.
Yo, could be your outer solar. Could be outer solar. I think he is.
I'll see him outer.
Inner solar. One more inner solar, and I think it's outer solar. That's him. Yeah, Abusa's inner solar. Yep. Are we missing 2?
I'm holding left. I'm holding left. Wait,
it could be Garage. Beacon on me.
Garage could be loaded. That's it.
Two on the
P5.
I'm in there. I'll send my low.
One old, one left.
Are you left? I don't see him.
Just play tight then. We can.
Stand back right.
Yeah.
Look at Jen. Yo, one's pushing up. Low dead. One more in the back. Right. You know, 4. Yo, top.
In the back. Let's go. Flat stairs then. I'm blocking.
Alright, I want to take quick. They're gonna be
Too short. Both one shot. Two one shot. They're short. I'm pitching Beacon.
Short, Abuza, weak as fuck. I'm absolute.
Beacon, weak sip. He's Beacon right corner.
Beacon and short. I'm coming to you. He's under our
Beacon.
Under our server.
Jumping up in one low.
One's bottom on me. I hit one's bottom. He's behind the pillar, guys.
Yeah, 3 on top.
Yo, listen, we need to wrap. We need to rotate. Go right.
Absolutely.
I got one. One low and one top.
I'm playing 6.
Top. Yo, alright. I'm getting out right. Yo, on the tank.
I'll put you low. Give me 2.
I hear. Kill this guy. Yeah, I'm trying to help you. Kill them all.
Top dead.
One low. Low front. He's gonna be front.
I don't see front. He's gonna be Beacon somewhere.
Yo, Boozer spawns back left, okay? Link curve. Boozer spawns back left.
Beacon. Dead.
Yo, I'm with you.
Right
Sip his curve. Half HP, guys.
Heard you.
That's a frantic attempt chance to stay alive here. Oh, a new hard point we go. Phaser in finally, and a bit of a sign of life they sorely need to an exposure.
Yeah, I mean, outside of a one moment where they sort of mismanaged the spawns, it's been a back and forth battle. Now, surely back in the mix. And I think for Paris and that listening, a little bit of discordance of like, you know, trying to get guys to move out the right side. I heard Neptune made the call, but everybody was slow for the follow-up. And now you're finally attacking the right side properly, but 30 seconds have already fallen off the hill, but you want to get the break, should be good to get it. 2 kills in the feed. Abu's the next man here in the mix, and he gets taken down, so the break is good. You maintain the lead, but FaZe certainly very much still in this game.
Under a hill of 45. He gets cut up. Of course, we right now for Envoy, looking at streaks so we can get there. Oh, that's a wild thing to hear. Deep in our ears, fans. How are you feeling? Go see Envoy finding those kills, and Envoy spree still going. 11-6 now. We are so close to that Hellstorm. No dogs in the CDL, but you know what? If he gets it, imagine that. That would be fantastic. New hard points up, and Envoy got it. There, Hellstorm back pocket. 100 points. We're on it.
Yeah, and I like the play 04 actually made on this hill. His teammates never really had the pressure. He played it extremely patient to wait for his moment to strike. And 04, really the only guy contributing on this hill for FaZe, picks up the next 2. But in spite of 04's best efforts, his teammates haven't given him too much at all. And that means Paris thriving and frying overall have been dominant on this hill, cleaner across the board.
Yeah, great work. Well, Hazard and Hazuba not having the finest of games so far. The ARs of FaZe getting beat up. Sube, another one bites the dust.
Dude.
We'll see him later. Sib, nice shots there off the wall jump. The final seconds here of our hard point. And Paris Genomates, we're looking to fight our way towards that game 5. First set, superb for them. Second set begins now.
Yeah, Paris shaping us up for a game 5. We've had, in this series, 3 players fall off the map. In the past 2 maps, there have been 3 deaths to falling off the map. I think that's more than some entire years combined. I don't know what it is about this game, but this has been, I mean, Clayster's just loving life.
He's just, thank God it's not me. He's not watching this one though, is he? Streaks out. Envoy's investment. Connection on the first. Here comes the main missile. Okay, just enough to slow those boys down and get them out of the time. Get now the mates in there. Neptune brought to his knees after a big string of kills, and the Hellstorm goes in. It doesn't do a whole lot, and it gives FaZe an opportunity to turn it around.
And FaZe have the right side spawns as well. A couple pickups need to happen, and Drazza takes care of that. You got the right side on lock. You got the top side on lock, and Abuza here first, and set up with a trophy as well. Trophy, the earn rate you get on these is incredibly slow in this game. You got to make sure you're on point when you use them, and I love the setup so far.
Yeah, well, wasted trophy is certainly going to sting teams, especially the higher level Envoy, somehow managing to slip the perfect line of sight to get into the fight, and what a break it is. 04 now battling to keep his boys alive in this. A 45-point game. As the tank on the map seems to be Envoy, not the actual tank. Get it, chat? Do you get it? Sure you get it. In at the time we go.
And so much for that trophy as well. Yeah, well, I have a trophy. You can have all those guns, and now, well, Paris have one as well. 60-point lead, and I think that was the moment for FaZe to get back in the game, but one guy sneaks through the mid-cut, and everything just evaporates. Paris, once again, in complete control, and our duo of FaZe is getting straight up bullied.
Again, banged out, and it's not been a good hard point so far. We're not getting anywhere nearer a decent time. Looking towards rotation, man, chalk it. You can fight your way back in with a perfect 60 if you can get it. The rotation is on, and Simp is not there. Envoy is, and another win. Another big rotation. Envoy alone now. He's being swarmed by FaZe members, but he's managed to take down one. His teammate find the second. 0-4 in the back door, finally able to get himself involved, and the battle is now on for time.
And 0-4 has been fighting for his life. 0-4 has been fighting for his life the entire map. And finally you stabilize. You get the back spawns, you make sure you get the block, you clear house as well. You're down by 70 points, but for FaZe, a moment of freedom, a moment to breathe.
All good. FaZe finally holding. The bias caster is back. BUYEST chat, just in case you were wondering. 30 to go here. Envoy with an unbelievable attack towards time. And a superb break for Dylan Hannon.
I mean, this is pure annihilation. Can't believe he didn't get the extra two. The headshot hit markers rolling through. If it was anyone other than 0-4, Envoy would have gotten that kill, but Bears have done more than enough.
Baby.
Another clean 4 down, and now the back spawns are not what you want. Now the back spawns are, you are getting trapped in. I mean, Paris just have so much space, so much distance on the map. Neptune's going to be able to soak this up for free.
To the new hop, and we go. What do the game call it? Stair room tower. We'll take tower. Boy, that with a flank. Covered. Neptune through the middle of the map. Beautiful work all dead. That is it. FaZe, good night. That could be it. One more wave of kills. And the Paris mates, perfect setup now. Great work on the spawns. You name it. This was their game of exposure. They got absolutely eviscerated in that game of Overload, but we are right back to business. And what a bang out we're going to see in our final map. A game 5. Bar any madness now, bar any shenanigans, the FaZe are getting closer and closer to the threshold. No one able to get the contest now. Final 10. Final opportunity here for FaZe. The Paris mates are holding the tower down. What a map it's been from them.
I mean, that's just that removal of all doubt. That is 2 dominant hard points rolling through. Another effort where across the board, every single player from Paris mates is just there doing their job. Highlight reel plays on highlight reel plays. Neptune was good for a couple threes here and there. Envoy doing the exact same thing. Ghosty feasted on that map as well. And on the flip side for FaZe, I mean, I think their AR duo combined dropped about a 0.5, and 0-4 seemed like the only contributor on the team that map. Hardpoint woes for FaZe Vegas will continue, but you're just looking for those 10 CDL points. You get a win however you can. And game 5, as Puckett wanted, will be the decider. But yeah, you just see some sufferings on the bottom side and everything looking good up top.
Everything looking real good up top. Also, everything looking real good for my drops. I just got the cold open at Driving 45. Thank you very much, FaZe and Gentlemates. You guys wanted a long one, and you got it. Here's the look at the game flow.
That P1 was a
difference.
battle. Wow.
Or was it? Was it 11 seconds straight and then 12 seconds straight? You'll never know unless you go back through the VOD. But yeah, a very, very strong hardpoint game from the Gentlemates. Their hardpoint looking very good indeed. Plenty of learnings to be found there for the FaZe boys. Search and destroy though. That's where we go next. Game 5 to Den. Ooh, lordy. This should be good. What a battle we've got. FaZe taking on the Gentlemates. One more map to decide it all here. Our second match of the day, our penultimate match of the day before we get one more after this optic. Of course, coming after this matchup of, hey, Chance, quick gut check before we get into this one. How are you feeling?
I'm very excited. I mean, I was expecting to need to lock in for this series. There have been a few blowouts in different game modes, but nonetheless, a game 5 means the competition, and it is a game 5 that could potentially change some narratives. So I'm just ready to go.
Could be big indeed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a very quick commercial break. On the other side of this one, game 5 between the Paris Gentlemates and FaZe Vegas. Who walks away with it? We'll find out after this.
Scuff, the official controller of the CDL.
Monster Energy, official energy drink of the CDL.
I got it. I was born ready. If there ain't pressure, it's the wrong setting. Cause I love a moment facing my opponent. Victories I want it, and that's more many. Not slow and steady. My horsepower is a force, baby. If you know me like I know me, I want trophies, I want confetti.
Game 5 between FaZe Vegas and Paris Gentlemen starting up momentarily, folks. And what a great series it has been. Hardpoint dominance from the Paris Gentlemen. A little bit of back and forth when it comes to the 2, 3, and now the 5. We're going to find out who walks away with this one after an electrifying run. Chance, let's do it, baby.
It's going to be a good one indeed. I mean, this series has taught us many different things. You have the FaZe boys whose Euro steps are on point in the game 3s, but they cannot handle Paris in a hard point in any way, shape, or form. That being said, they are getting locked into the S&D. Those poor dummies in the firing range. Simp is just giving them an absolute beatdown. But a game 5 decided all. These players have seen it all. Multiple world champs on both of these teams. Envoy holding it down there for Paris. Everybody else trying to get in the mix. And of course, Sid Bedraza holding it down for FaZe. Early start to the year, you're looking for 10 CDL points. And of course, for the standings going into the major, a little bit more pressure on FaZe right now, just because they start off with a loss to the LA Thieves. But maybe nothing too absurd, nothing too insane. Right now, you're just looking to get the extra edge. Simp, the man of the hour when it comes to S&D, be on the lookout. He was entirely on point on that too.
Yeah, Scar was certainly a lovely place for him on board with the fellas of the Paris Gentlemen. They will be pink arrows on the mini-map, carrying the bomb now through the middle of the map. It's going to be Ghosty.
That is insane timing.
A lot of effort from the COD gods to orchestrate that moment. B-bomb site's all theirs.
When FaZe look at the mini-map over that, they're going to be, wow, we could have just flown through on the flank. We had the timing perfect. Meanwhile, Abuza reigns supreme with the snipe. He gives you the first blood. But as far as a 3v4 goes, you got the bomb down. It's workable.
Definitely workable. And a little ugly. He's going to get away with his life for now. Allow the lads to reinforce and get into the mix. Here we go. Trades are there. Makes only 2 remain. Now to 1. Ghosty. Awkward hops and an unfortunate team kill, but not a massive problem. That will be the bomb defuse with 20 odd seconds to spare, and that will be FaZe Vegas taking the lead.
Yeah, beautiful work out of Abuza. Finds the first blood, lets the pressure come to him, and does enough of a job to stay alive that he's got the team support there on the retake. And again, just the timing that happened off the rip that allowed those FaZe players to sort of double flank through for free. Like if they get spotted, maybe they wrap back instead of forcing it through, but Call of Duty timing went their way, and so did the sniper shot of Abuza. Sib checking every corner and, well, died because of it.
We're working again with the Jaeger 45, the pistol we use here in the Call of Duty League. A lot of 45 cal action and a lot of action from Abuza. First blood with a nade as well. Over towards the A-bomb site, and the lads are off the wall jumps. They are now hopping their way in on towards the site. A slight shuffle here from the Paris Gentlemen. They're going to make their way towards the back, and a Draza. You can smell that one.
And no bomb plant yet. They fear the sniper. They're waiting for the kills first, and there's the angle you want to deal with the sniper for. You got a 4v2.
Yeah, we're on. And great work again. Up close and personal, whether it's the Dravik or whether it's the ARs, we are in the fight. And now, Ghosty, the Phantom. Bon chance, here we go. In this 2v1. Bomb plant. Still on site. Spotted out. Here comes the reinforce. The trades are going to be difficult to handle. 04 down a bullet. Ghosty, diligent checks. Can't handle Abuza on that naughty tree heady. FaZe Vegas strike again.
That is a now long-time duo of Abuza and 04 working in those moments as well. And I think Ghosty, many teams, many players, when 04 gets that contact, players start to pinch in. Abuza says, I'm going to be in the best spot I possibly can. And L Trigger, you got to come to me, Big Poppy. And well, 4-0 out of the Belgian. Perfect start there for FaZe. And even for the opening blood with the nades, you had Paris round 1 try to throw the exact same set of frag grenades over the top. They messed it up a little bit. FaZe had it dialed in.
I will say, I cannot imagine Abuza saying Big Poppy. I love
Not
it.
in his lexicon. Yeah, that's not a Boston fan.
No, I think this is an important thing to add to at least his vocab. House. Unfortunate miss there. Abuza will live to fight another day, and Sib, quick reposition. Meanwhile, A-bomb site, slowly but surely making it clear. Here comes the package. Stun connection. Draza somehow managing to thread the needle and find a first blood. And that was a player on the bomb site. So now you know it's going down, and you're down a man as well. We're starting to, exhaust the lethals and tacticals. FaZe waiting for the lineup.
Envoy has to deal with the 2 subs. It's just a full group. All 4 players hidden from below.
Oh, here we go, boys. Who's going to strike first? Envoy on the immediate wrap. He's called it. He's made a move. He finds his first. 04 on the site now, waiting for the turn. Simp, the pimp, gets another one. And that is going to be 3 rounds in a row for FaZe Vegas.
That's great stuff. That is also not easy to orchestrate. All 4 players going down low. Envoy had the perfect timing and perfect play to try to make that impact, but ultimately they just had the numbers able to get those trades. So a difficult thing indeed. FaZe, it pays off. And this is looking relatively destructive in search and destroy. I mean, there's a bit of a battle on the Scar, but ultimately a 6-3 win, clean, comfortable, and now things on Den looking even easier for FaZe. And I see Abuza's face. He is locked into these comps. Not a fan of David Ortiz, but he's a fan of the S&D round wins.
I got nothing. I've got nothing. B-bomb, here we go. We're throwing it down. Trophies are in place. And smokes are out. Oh no, stun. Trophy, thank you. Neptune, eat that. He gets absolutely bombarded on the inside of small room. Now the B-bomb's still the place to be. Envoy on the big wrap, and he's about to run into serious trouble. Great shoulder. Stays alive. Can Ghosty catch one? Might be catching these hands. Sim the pin mid-map. Great intel. FaZe Vegas are rolling across Den with immaculate coverage. There's another trade, and this round is as good as done.
Yeah, perfectly calculated play. No one on FaZe overcommitting towards that B site. They just let Simp get active on the pinch as the island player. And that is perfectly coordinated, perfectly executed, and they are grouping up to make sure they don't make any mistakes. They know Sib ran off towards Dojo a little bit prior, but since then, no contact. You got number 8 worried about the pinch. Simp and Draza playing together.
Good luck, Sib. There's the coverage from middle of the map, and FaZe, like a well-oiled machine, they ran that round. Every possible avenue, every possible attack, every possible counter, it was there. The boys are well and truly rolling so far. Gentle mates, chance. We are seeing a drop-off here. Scar was a good match. This one, a little bit of a mismatch.
If I had a rhyme, that'd be great. I was going to talk about their hard point. How long do you think it takes FaZe to figure out hard point?
A month. Before they're really good, yeah. A month.
That long?
Think of how good Vancouver Surge were in BO6. You take half of that.
Okay. Yeah. Black Ops 6. I hear you.
Yeah. You think of how good they were back then? Man, you're looking at some good stuff. You're missing some key pieces. But let's face it, there's no slouches here. Envoy gets into the middle of nothing but bad news. He's brought down. Neptune now. Semtex helps. Dravik nearly doesn't. Once again, finds himself in trouble. 04 on the dive. What a big kill there. And a man advantage now for FaZe Vegas. Ghosty, the timing. He lets that man get on towards the bomb site. And now 04 runs it down. What an aggressive play. And it's about to be 5-0 here in game 5.
And in the meantime, Sib is just chasing a ghost. He was looking for Abuza, and Abuza disappeared to the other side of the map. That's bomb down. You got to cross it. That's a great read and a great start, and you get wall banged immediately. This is a suffocating performance. And 04, giddy, happy, the jolliest man getting in the Christmas spirit.
Well, you know why? Because he just said, let's go, big puppy, and the whole room laughed. Because they thought, I would never have imagined you to say that. Bangs through the garage door into what, tin, small room, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. Match point FaZe. Boy, I bet the desk is sweating.
This is what I don't know how many 6-0s you have over the course of like a CDL season, but maybe in a similar fashion to people falling off the map in this game. Maybe 6-0s in S&D will be a slightly more predominant than we are accustomed to. And if it starts like that, of course, Abuza from downtown gets the credit, but a team effort demoralizing into game 5.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will be all she wrote. FaZe Vegas 6-0 in Game 5. That was as good as it could possibly get. As good as it could possibly get. Wow. I stunned. Paris Gentlemates. Much to ponder there. The search and destroy. And of course the overload. An unbelievable turnaround as FaZe Vegas, those who are counting them out, desk, those who counted them out, they are back with a vengeance. What a series.
I mean, this is clearly like the homework that they did was like focus on the S&D because they're coming up with some, different level pre-nades as well. Got them on both the offensive and defensive end to just get the impacts in the first 10 seconds of the round there. But, I mean, that is 6 for 6 on the first blood front for FaZe. There's not a single round you could really address any degree of issue. And, I mean, for Paris Gentlemates, I can't even be mad at them. What were they supposed to do? They just got bullied out in a Game 5. Clean, efficient work across the board for FaZe. Absolutely tippable. And, I mean, again, as you say,